enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
The Lions had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Lucas Van Ness make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Throwing. Hooker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hooker's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hooker.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to find Jameson Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
On 2nd down, Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On play action. Love to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Lions
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he works free. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 36-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now third down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Packers first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
And that's called winning in the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He's on his way.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Following the interception, Love. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And running with power here.
He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. 37 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
34, Lions 9.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hooker now off play action. That is caught by Laporta.
A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Henry.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Packers 34, Lions 16.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
12 more yards there and another first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Packers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Love to throw for it on fourth. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
From 6 yards away.
and the Packers are able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
41, Lions 16.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Here's Love.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Ready. Strike. Check, pink.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Gets around him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 176 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Right back to him on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Green Bay.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The give right side for Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
A tackle that time by Jonathan Ford.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Hooker. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Hooker.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready, check. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And now here is another interception.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
By the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.